Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome over here to the Dascar Golf Super Speedway Series Season 5 2015 here on Sport 1. We are here for the final races ever. At least for now. And also the final race of the season. So, ladies and gentlemen, first we're gonna have qualifying races. 2 qualifying races of 7 laps around this racetrack, and then next week or something, we will have the season finale in which we will crown a champion. And I can say, I have never seen a points battle this close going into the final race ever in Dascar. What do we have? We have over here 17 drivers who can still win the championship. And even though the top 3 are pretty far ahead of 4th place, still, even persons who are pretty far in the back can still win this race. This championship, the race as well. And, well, I would say for a lot of drivers it is already very important if they win the qualifying race or not. Because, well, for one driver, Coca-Cola, she's 17th. If she doesn't win the qualifying race, she is already out of championship contention. So this is gonna be one big knockout of who will, can still win this championship. One big knockout of championship contenders. First we'll go through the field after we have had some, a little bit of an update. So I raced a little bit later than I had announced. Reasons being, I was on one hand busy, on the other hand, I took my time a little bit to get things sorted, because as you would have known, probably at this moment I would have been on vacation. However, holiday was cancelled, holiday to France, so I'm here again and I will be doing races till the 2nd of August. Before that we will end both this series, the Golf Super Speedway series, as well as we will have 1 or 2 more Martini Endurance Series races, and we will maybe already end the season 2 of the Red Bull Knockout Series. And talking about the Red Bull Knockout Series, there's still 1 spot left, and probably I'm not sure actually, but I'm starting to think about I've asked around in some Dascar group if somebody was still interested. If not, I will open it up for everybody so they can add a 3rd driver if they want to. So keep an eye on that and on the Dascar Facebook page. Though I'm probably gonna announce it when I upload the entry list video. So if you want to be in that series, it's a Red Bull Knockout Series. Zen Jolt is very short races, but very exciting race. So check it out. Also, season 1 was already a big success. I think everybody was very excited by it. So think about it, I would say. And I think that's pretty much it for now. Also some non-racing videos I've uploaded. Cooking with Rob. I said it already, I think it was around a year ago. I said, I'm thinking about doing some, baking or cooking some typical Dutch recipes, and record so explain how it works, and how you make it. And I did that with 1 recipe, so check it out, already uploaded, and people are starting to get hungry, so let me know if it worked out and what you thought of it. So. And I think that's pretty much it. So what are we gonna do? We're gonna go through the field over here and explain the chase situation. 50 drivers are still here, 25 in every race. We're gonna have 2 of these qualifying races, and in this race there are 8 chase drivers. So let's go through the field over here, and already 3 of them are in the first 2 rows. Jeffrey Finga in the number 7 car, 10th in points. He can still win this championship, only 23 points behind the points leader. So, I would say winning this race, this qualifying race, will already do a lot of good things for him, because he will immediately shoot to not a deficit of 23. Actually, it's a 33 point deficit. I'm sorry. It will already be a 24 point deficit. So Coca-Cola in the number 2 car, she really needs this win because she's 12th in points. She's only 2 points behind Jeff Fingai, so both actually need to win pretty badly to stay in championship contention. It's not that they're out, but they're out pretty fast if they do not win. We got over here Aileen Suiten, number 82 car, not a chaser. However, this is her final race ever in Dascar. Most likely she will not race in the Philips Cup Series Season 8. So a sweet goodbye for Aileen Suiten. Course in the 51 car, she is one of the top 3 points contenders. She is only 3 points behind the points leader. So a win over here in this qualifying race will have big consequences for her. We got Justin Yee in number 64 car, and Yee is 9th in points. Only 31 points. Well, only 31 points is still a big difference, but 31 points behind the points leader, so he has to do very, very good to win the championship. John Ciardino, 72 car, same story, although he's a little bit closer. He's only 30 points behind Natalie Hills. Everybody's around 30 points behind, but they can still win this championship, especially if Natalie Hills crashes early, and I would say Ami Yumi and on the course as well. Well, then Beth Sneeze would be the points lead and biggest championship contender with 583 points. And indeed, that's only 10 points in front of John Ciardino, 13 points in front of Jeffrey Fingai, and so on. So, Makodi Iguchi, the number 9 car. Not sure if this might actually be her last race for quite a while, so we'll see. Inga Lambliana, no 1 car. She will return in Philips Cup Series Season 8 next season. So we're not 100% sure if it's going to be full time or maybe part time. Beth Black in the 41 car, starting right next to Jackson Brown in the number 60 car. We got Isa Sinclair in the number 65 car, starting right next to Saya Atsumi in the 43. Also for her, it might be possible that she's not going to be in Philips Cup Series Season 8. Nicole Tranowicz in the number 17 car, chaser. However, she's one of the 3 drivers who cannot win this championship anymore, so heartbreak for her. She's just too far behind, 63 points behind points leader, so cannot overcome that anymore. You must be within 56 points of the points leader, and I would say 50. Actually, it would be 54, because the minimum amount of points you get is 2 points. So we got Roman Rial in the number 30 car, your most recent winner actually. And this 30 car has been very successful lately, and he's gonna try to get in the top 30 in points. Well, it's gonna be a little bit difficult as he's 44th in points. So actually, and that's Nick Soman. Roman Rial is 49th, so it's gonna be really difficult. Lily Erickson, number 42 car, she's the one who's gonna finish with the 42 car with her teammates Kenny Bale and Eric and Rage. So she's gonna end the season, and here we have her. Natalie Hills in the number 16 car, and I gotta say, she is still on probation. I've written it down. Catherine Young's probation has ended, but Natalie Hills is still on probation. And I would say, well, of course, she can turn around people, but yeah, if she turns around somebody and causes a crash, she might get a points penalty. So Natalie Hills, she has to do everything she can to win this championship, but also to stay safe concerning penalties and stuff. So Natalie Hills, points leader. Wow. Then we got the number 28 car, Cassandra Pericles over here. The team has made some changes, so we'll see that in the next race, I think. Yeah. 96 car, Demi Spander is gonna be the final race of this part-time. She's raced for 3 races, got replaced for 1, and she will be back next season, Philips Cup Series Season 8, though it's still part-time, unless she can do really good in the Martini Endurance Series. She's on the course to be one of the main points contenders over there. Teammate Lena van Dijk already has a full-time ride after just 2 starts or something. Then we got Joshua Michaels in the 04 car in his Taylor Swift car. Not a really successful season for him it was. And here we got Bruce Littlejohn in the best looking car of the whole field. Bruce Littlejohn, chase contender, 14th in points, 36 points behind Natalie Hills. It's gonna be a difficult task for her, but maybe she can do it. We'll see. We got Nick Pericles in number 22 car. Yes, indeed, Nick Pericles is back behind the wheel. Brandon Lightning replaced him after a big hit at Le Mans, but Nick Pericles is back behind the wheel. We got Skylar Dixon in the 07 car. And yeah, Dixon, he just missed the chase. He's now 28th in points, so he's going to try to do everything he can to at least stay in the top 30 in points. We got Joseph Vanesto in the number 62 car. Some bad lucks this season, but well, not a chaser. So, Alina Rose in the number 5 car. 36 in points. She's been pretty impressive actually. He won a couple of races ago. So, Alina Rose, there she is. And last but not least, we got Anna Gregg in the 18 car. Everybody, let's get ready for the first qualifying race. So it's 7 laps around this racetrack, which is very long, I would say. Why this long? Well, it is always, as always, well, it used to be 20% of the main race. Now it's 25% of the main race due to having just 2 qualifying races. The races were a little bit longer. However, the main race is not 10%, but 15%. So not 18 laps, but 26 laps. So ladies and gentlemen, this is gonna be a long qualifying race in which we will see a lot happening over here at Coca-Cola. By the way, the race is called the If I Leave 500 because of course we're gonna leave this series for what it is for now at least. So ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Everybody is lined up. We're waiting for Haruka Takeda and Jeffrey Fingai to take the green flag for one of the 2 final qualifying races ever in Dascar Gulf Super Speedway Series Season 5 at least. We're green flag racing over here with Haruka Takeda in the lead. And here we go, Aileen Desait already making the move in the number 82 car. The last 4 non-chasers will not race in the main race, so that's also a heartbreak if you will not qualify for that last race. And Aileen Desait that takes the lead. She really wants to make a statement over here. Missed a chase, but well, there were many drives to miss a chase. 25 chases we started with, now it's only 20 because, well, simply, ooh, this is so close. Ingela Lian in the 01 car. Yeah, she, oh, we have a big crash, we have a huge crash. And Anna Gregg is stuck in the fence. Anna Gregg stuck in the fence, cars flipping over all around this place. Oh my goodness. Gracious. Well, now we have to wait. Who is involved? Jeffrey Fingai, Chaser involved. And Natalie Hills, your points leader, is involved. That will not be a bonus for her. And we still go green, of course, because this is a qualifying race, so no cautions. So, my goodness. This is a big one. Roman Rehal also involved there. We see the 65 Isa Sinclair. We see there Jeffrey Fingai. And Demi Spander, I think she and I'm not sure who, they might be lucky that they continue their way. So here we go. Field comes around again. I would say everybody who's in this group and is not a chaser will make it to the main race. So lucky for them. Aileen Desait is still up front. 3 laps complete. But can the 41 car run her down? See some cars smoking there. Not a problem, already on the apron, so great job by them. Well, obviously, that's something that these guys do very well in these races. Of course, very dangerous. It still is very dangerous. So, huge crash. Anna Gregg into the catch fence. How many times have we seen that over the past few weeks? I would say too many times. Unfortunately. There's the 07 car of Skylar Dixon. We got a couple of non-chasers up front here. That's pretty interesting. We got Aileen Desait, Skylar Dixon, Cassandra Pericles. There's a chaser. Justin is looking to be the best chaser in this qualifying race. And Skylar Dixon goes down low. For the lead. 07 car being followed by Cassandra Pericles. I think these 3 are gonna battle for the win. Cassandra Pericles, Skylar Dixon, and Aileen Desait. And also we have Ingela Liana, Beth Black and Justin Yee right there. A little bit of a gap to the others. And I think there's Demi Spander coming in. Oh, everybody else has already retired, so we can see that over here. So already we are probably gonna make the announcement of the drivers who will not race in the final race of the season, and those are for this qualifying race: Anna Gregg, Joseph Vanesto, Elena Rose, and I think Makoto Iguchi, because the 7 car is a chaser. So here we go. Oh, this is interesting. Skylar Dixon has been kicked back a little bit. We only have 14 cars left. So 96 and the 16 have retired. And now the big thing is, the 16 car of Natalie Hill, she has retired. However, one of the main contenders is this 51 car of Sun Course, and she's still running and actually doing very well. Running up here in the top 10. Top 5 almost. She crossed the line. We will have 2 more laps to go. Aileen Suiten battling with Cassandra Pericles. And Inge Lameliana in third. Here comes Cassandra Pericles to the inside. And Pericles makes the move for the lead. Remember, 9 bonus points for the winner. And those 9 bonus points might actually be very helpful for this driver. Sun Course, also of course for everybody else. There, Justin Yee, but I think he is a little bit too far back. I'm not sure if Sun Course is gonna be there. Well, she's coming closer. Here comes Aileen Suiten. Look out, Aileen. Ooh, that was a very close call. Still Cassandra Pericles in the lead, and she will take the white flag. One more lap around over here in qualifying race number 1 for the If I Leave 500. Cassandra Pericles being chased down by 2 Dutch drivers, 2 very experienced drivers. Aileen Suiten and Inge Lameliana have been in the Philips Cup Series ever since the start. And here comes Aileen Suiten to the inside. Can it be fairy tale stuff for her? In the final race she will start on the pole. Might be possible. Have to wait for nobody else. Is anybody else can come? But it seems like it's gonna be all for Aileen Suiten. How about that? A big crash last time at St. Jultus. And here she comes around. Aileen Suiten in the number 82 car is gonna be on the pole in her final race ever. How about that? Whew. Well, we have one huge crash. Waiting for the 82 car, we're not waiting for her. So, Aileen Suiten has did it. My goodness. Well, she was already from the start of the season, she shared the car with 5 other drivers, then it was cut down to 2 drivers. And now she's the only one left after Larissa van der Voet is already retired earlier this season. And now it's only her left. So Aileen Suiten in the number 82 car has won, and she will be officially on the pole for her final race ever in Dascar. Then we got Cassandra Pericles makes it to the main race. We'll just go through the field over here. Cassandra Pericles, great second place finish for her, so I think she will be happy with that. Inge Lameliana in the 01 car, great job by her finish. She will start in 5th position. Skylar Dixon in 4th position in the 07, and then Sun Course in the 51 car in 5th position. That means she will start in 9th position, while the 16 car of Natalie Hills will start all the way in 31st position. That's gonna be big. I can tell you that it's gonna be real big. Saya Asumi in the 43 car in 6th position will probably already be happy that she made the race. Because teammate Makoto Iguchi did not. Lil Eriksson, not a great position for her. So yeah, we got over here Nicole Tranovic in the 17 car, cannot win the championship, but I think 7th will do for her. Justin Yee in 8th. Well, this is going to be a difficult task for him. He's starting 15th place. However, yeah, I think his savior might be that Natalie Hill starting all the way in the back, but with Sun Course starting in front of him, it's going to be difficult. Then we got Beth Black in the 41 car in 9th position, and in 10th position we got Haruka Takeda, a chaser who needed a good run. Could be better though. Bruce Littlejohn, same story, needed a good run, could be better. We got Jackson Brown in 12th position, so he's going to start in 23rd. John Ciudino, chaser. Yeah, it's going to be a difficult task for everybody who's starting midfield, because usually we will see a couple of crashes, and the crashes usually are somewhere in the back. You really want to be up front when something happens, unless the wreck starts up front, of course. So it's all luck, of course, will be a major factor in here in the winning this championship. But that's all at Super Speedway. This is all because of Super Speedway racing. So we got Lily Eriksson in the 42 car, and Dagny Spander in number 96. They made it. Well, they made it at least. Natalie Hills, your points leader, in 16th. She will start in 31st. And that's going to be a difficult task for her, even though she is the points leader. It's only 3 points over Sonic Course, who is starting in 9th. So, everything can still happen, of course. Joshua Michaels makes it, close call for him, 17th, 18th. Nick Pericles, number 22, close call. Roman Riel in 19th, and in 20th it will be Isaac Sinclair, and then who will not race? Makoto Iguchi, Alina Rhodes, Joseph Vanesso, and Anna Gregg. So Jeffrey Fingai will be in 21st, starting in 41st. Not what he needed, but well. So ladies and gentlemen, that's it for for the first qualifying race. We're gonna take a quick look at the replays, and then we'll take you to qualifying race number 2. So first, let's take a look at the replays. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back again. Let's take a look at this huge crash. I should rewind a little bit first, sorry about that. But we're gonna take a look at this huge crash, and I can tell you, it was a real big crash. I was not really, I was still so busy with my mind with the leaders and with the chasers that I didn't really realize how big this crash was. Of course, I knew that it was a big one, but, I can tell you it was a real big one. Look at this. Ike Sinclair gets turned around by Roman Rihal. And Roman Riel, they will turn into the number 22 car of Nick Pericles, Anna Gregg as well. And now watch that, I think 65 car. He's gonna go fly through the air, almost over that catch fence. That is absolutely tremendous. He will land on his roof, tumble over 1 time, 2 time or something, and just skid through. He just literally almost jumped the catch fence. I've never seen that happen before. But that's 1 car, pretty much 2 cars into the catch fence. And after Alex Kennedy did it at Kentucky this season, as we still see cars flipping there, Jeffrey Fingar, we saw Roman Riel flip over, Joseph Vanesso there is T-boned by Damien Sponder. But after Alex Kennedy and Austin Dillon, it is now Anna Gregg who ends up into that catch fence. I mean, look at this. She was just unlucky, and I don't know how, but her car just ends up into the catch fence, and it comes also to an abrupt stop, so just a terrible crash for her. We're gonna take a look at who all flipped over. I think this is the best way to do that. So we're gonna count how many cars flipped over, and I think we'll have back we will have no cars. But there we see 65, that's 1, and Roman Rihal is 2. Jeffrey Fingai, for some reason, I think he gets also T-boned by someone. Well, Joseph Vanessa just slid into him. So that's 3 cars. Oh damn, wrong side, sorry. So that's 3 cars that tumbled over. If I'm correct, and I think I am. So that sounds pretty egocentric. Oh man, just look at the size of that crash. There were quite a lot of cars involved in this, with 3 cars flipping over, and Joshua Michaels stopping. This pretty smart move. I think he's still. Did he make it or not? I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, he did make it in 17th, so pretty lucky. Where's my paper there? So we had in qualifying race 20 flips, and we'll now have 23 flips. Of course, we have to take a quick look at Natalie Hills. I do want to make sure. I already almost forgot about it, but I want to make a quick look that she did not cause this crash, but was not her fault. I know that some people's birthdays just got wiped out, so just a heartbreaker for your points leader. And definitely not what she needed, especially with Sonic Course finishing that well. And if Yumi, who's second in points, will finish well, then it's going to be a very difficult task for her to win this championship. Goodness. We'll just go on board over here with a couple of drivers, and Ice Sinclair will be the first one. I mean, just look at this. Look at the height that this car got. Look at this. want to rewind it and play it a little bit slower, but look at this. Got into a catch and he just went flying into the catch fence. He did go through the catch fence. He just went flying. Absolutely ripped apart the whole catch fence over there. And then Anna Gregg eventually flipped over into the catch fence. So it's just a terrible crash. I wanted to get one more onboard over here with Anna Gregg, and then we'll get you to qualifying race number 2. Of course, qualifying races are a little bit longer. Pretty obvious, the races are longer, and also being the chaser, I'm gonna talk a little bit longer. So sorry about that, but I cannot really change it. Look at this. This is actually pretty similar to what happened to Austin Dillon. However, well, she did not go fly through the catch fence, and it's a game, so she went through the wall, which is not possible. But your winner, ladies and gentlemen, is at the moment. Oh, she was already in the lead, so Aileen Seiten, your leader. Ladies and gentlemen, will take you to the second qualifying race of today. Here for the If I Leave 500, the last race of the Dascar Golf Super Speedway Series Season 5. We'll be right back with the second qualifying race. Hello ladies and welcome back over here. That was really gibberish. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back over here to qualifying race number 2. We are here at the Coca-Cola Super Speedway for the second qualifying race of the final race of the season, If I Leave 500. If you missed the introduction, go look at that first, I would say. Well, some important things were said there. However, one thing I did forget, which was to mention that the Monza race of the Martini Endurance Series has already been done quite a while ago, but I've been experiencing some problems with that video for some reason. Was planned to upload it yesterday, however, I think it will be uploaded tomorrow, so will be uploaded within now 48 hours. So, well, I would say maybe this video is uploaded before that, so I'm not sure, but it is coming. Don't worry about that. So that, of course, that means because that video has not been uploaded yet, if there are injuries in that race, people can still change for the main race, but only if there are injuries in that race. Simply because, well, I haven't uploaded yet. The race was already done before this race, so if somebody would have been injured in that race, that person would have been replaced for now. So you get the point. It was the same as last race. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna get underway over here with the second group of cars over here. 25 cars, 12 chasers, and it's gonna be one heck of a show for sure. Because the points lead, well, the second in points over here, Ami Yumi, starting in first. So Ami Yumi, she knows that, well, she's one of the three main points contenders with Natalie Hills and Sonny Course. Natalie Hills starts in 31st, so yeah, but Sonny Course starts in 9th. So Ami Yumi has to do everything she can to stay in front of Sonny Course. It's gonna be one heck of a show, one heck of a battle, that's for sure. And if something happens to all three of them, somebody else, like Beth Sneeze, Zachary Fitzwater, Catherine Young, they're gonna be right on their tails. There's Sam Young in number 25 car, well, somebody who's had quite a lot of bad luck this season. And this time starting on the outside pole, maybe he can get a victory over here. We got Cassie Spengler in the 11 car. She's 7th in points. Only 27 points behind the point leader. Only 27 points, but still quite a lot. But I'm not sure if I calculated it. Yeah, I did calculate it correctly. But so Cassie Spengler has to do everything she can to well, finish as good as possible, to start as far up front as possible, and maybe get a win with 9 bonus points. We got the 59 car of Zachary Fitzwater. For him, same story. However, he's a little bit closer. He's 23 points behind Natalie Hill. So, still hanging around. Still a chance to win his championship. So, we'll see what he can do. Moamar Kari in the number 14 car. There she is, non-chase. So, she has to do everything she can already. One teammate will not make it to the main race. And Denise Steiner in the number 77 car. For the past couple of races, all the Appians have made the race, but one of them is already locked in because of being a chaser, and the other ones are just like Denise Steinow and Debbie Myers. They just have to race their way in. We got Jane Pinter in the number 6 car. Jane is 13th in points, pretty far behind. Let's say 36 points behind, I think. So Jane has to do everything he can to just at least stay in championship contention for now. Yoshi Yamamoto. This is used to be Annie Thomas' car. However, Annie Thomas has been having food poisoning or something for a long while. And she's finally stepped out of the car and given the wheel to Yoshi Yamamoto, one of the development drivers, I think, from that team, also racing in Red Bull Knockout Series. So Yoshi making her Golf Super Speedway Series debut over here, in actually the most important race of the season after Daytona. We got over here Chris Washer in the number 47 car. So Chris, having an up and down season, I think. Not really 100% sure. He almost made a chase. He's 33rd in points, so nice looking car. The 61 car of Zach Sasser. Never counted this man out, although he's 11th in points, 33 points behind the points leader. Zach Sasser has had a couple of great runs, and out of nowhere he can suddenly shoot up to the front, so we'll see what he can do in the main race. Then we got the number 29 car. Used to be Ryder Smith in this car, but now it is Jay Pericles. Ryder Smith has been injured for twisted ankle, and I'm not sure what else he all has. I think it was actually at the previous Golf Super Speedway Series race. But now it is Jay Pericles, number 29 car, making his debut. We got Debbie Myers in number 67 car, the Falcon Tire Ford Fusion for her. And we'll see what she can do over here. Trying to make the race. We got Betty Johnson in the number 71 car. She's starting right next to Henrietta Fitzwater, two teammate actually over here. We got Dylan Young in the number 24 car, a chaser. However, he is one of the 3 drivers who cannot win this championship anymore. So 18th points, all he has to do is just finish off the season as good as possible. We got Catherine Young in the number 10 car, teammate, but she can still win this championship. She's 6th in points. Only 27 points behind Nelly Hill, so pretty far back, but she can still do it, I think. We got Jeff Levi in the number 99 car. I'm not 100% sure if he's driving, but I expect so. Had a terrible crash in the Martini Endurance Series race at Monza. A little bit of a spoiler, but I would say, no, it doesn't matter too much. So we'll see what the result of that will be. We got Harry Hills in the number 15 car. Almost made a chase, but he's still 23rd in points, and I think his goal would be to finish 22nd in points, or 21st in points, so the best non-chaser. We got over here 66 car of Jason Sinclair, and he's starting right next to Noortje Smits in the 84 car. Noortje is 16th in points. Very, very far back, but I would say this is it's gonna be a difficult task for her to win this championship. I don't think she will make it, but we'll see. Maybe she can pull the upset. We got Ray Takeda in the 08 car, and Ray Takeda must win this qualifying race, and I would say also the main race. But if she does not win this qualifying race, she is not gonna be a championship contender going into the main race. So that's how far back she is. But still, on the record, she can still make it, but only if she wins this qualifying race. And that's going to be a difficult task if you're starting in 22nd position, so wish her the best of luck. Diana Vasquez, a chaser, and this chaser is actually 15th in points. She was pretty far up front in points at one point, but far up points in one point, but now she's fallen back a little bit to 15th position, so has to do everything she can to still make it and win this championship. 40 points behind. We got Bassanese in the number 63 car. So, yeah, for Bassanese, she is 4th in points. After, I would say, the top 3, she's the best running chaser. So, big underdog going into the main race. We got Robert Young in the number 12 car. He's also somebody who cannot win this championship anymore. 20th in points. So just here to get the best result as possible. And then we got Molly Black in the number 50 car. And Molly is last. Did she win last time? No, She did not win it. She finished second, so it was a close call. But she's been having some good results lately, good runs. So we'll see what she can do. Of course, first she must qualify herself. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's it. I'm gonna get this race started. Everybody breathe in, breathe out. 7 laps around this racetrack will be this qualifying race. So it's a pretty long race. We might see a crash already on lap 1 like we saw in the previous qualifying race. A big crash. And hopefully it will not be too big of a crash. Nobody on probation in this qualifying race, so that's good. So all hard racing. With Ami Yumi on the pole. And I would say she's only 1 point behind Natalie Hills. I always say qualifying doesn't really matter that much. However, at this racetrack, at all the super speedways, you don't want to be in the back, because if something happens, you will for sure be in it after 1 lap. So that's why you want to be up front. So we'll see what Ami Yumi can do. She's starting right next to the number 25 car of Sam Young. And here we go. Final qualifying race of today, of this season as well. And Ami Yumi brings them to the green. Storming into turn number 1, Ami Yumi still in front of Zachary Fitzwater and Momo Hikari and Yoshi Yamamoto. Here we go, coming out of turn number 2. Well, turn number 2. I always think it's a little bit weird calling. It's like one big turn, even though it's 180 degrees, and they still say it is 2 turns. I cannot get by it, but doesn't matter. Here we go. Zachary Fitzwater goes to the lead. Ami Yumi up high. Oh, this is close, and this is where we saw Reg last race. And we see it on the net now, and it is Jane Pinter, and we see cars flipping over. Dylan Young goes on his roof. Oh boy. Oh boy, and we see a big group of cars crash. My goodness, everybody involved over here. And Dylan Young, he just came flipping over on pit road. Who else do we see? 15 cars there. That's all two teammates, Harry Hills and Molly Black, both on, well, out of the race, I would say. We saw it started with Jane Pinter and with here Zach Sasser. So just tough luck for that team. And here we see Yoshi Yamamoto in the first start already taking the lead. Well, that's pretty impressive over here. Group of 5 cars. Can you imagine that? We got Chris Washer, Cassie Spengler, and Betty Johnson 7th, 8th, or 6th, 7th, and 8th. And just a couple of back markers over here, so a big gap. So I think we only have a group of 5 cars. This group of 5 cars is gonna make out who will win this race. And indeed, one of those 5 cars is the 8th car of Ami Yumi. And well, I would say the worst that Ami Yumi can finish, if she finishes in this group, is 5th. And then she will start right next to us on the course. So it will be a really close call for her. Has to do everything she can to just stay up front. And I would say part 1 is already made. Oh, close there. Zachary Fitzwater almost saw his chances of, well, getting a very good result go up in smoke. Yoshi Yamamoto still in the lead. Halfway home through this race. And let's take a look at who's all out of this race. It seems like Molly Black, I'm not sure if she's still, well, she's not racing anymore. We're still waiting for her to retire. So if she does not retire, she might. I would say if she does not retire, it might be very interesting. So we will not have officially people out of here, out of this, out of the main race. So we'll have to wait for that for a moment. Yoshi Yamamoto in number 75 car. The first race won by Elina Saite. In her last race, a veteran who has raced in, I think, almost every single Dascar race that was here in one of my series at least. And there we got Zachary Fitzwater going by. Yoshi Yamamoto, a new driver. Only her first start in the Gulf Super Speedway Series. And she might start right next to her. But now it is, of course, Zachary Fitzwater going for the lead. In his rookie season, I'm not 100% sure if it's his rookie season. I don't think actually, but it may be. So we're back again. Sorry about that. Some technical difficulties. We still have Yoshi Yamamoto in the lead with Ami Yumi right behind her, and we're closing in on some lapped cars. And that's gonna make things interesting. There's Molly Black, she's racing again. Molly Black is racing again, 3 laps down, but she's still in. So she might still make it to the main race. Well, that was gonna be one impressive job. Oh, look out. Ami Yumi goes to the lead. Well, actually not, because... oh man, I already see that. I was looking for that 4 car, but she's hauled up the whole bunch over here. And it seems like Yoshi Yamamoto is gonna run away with the win over here. Look at that. Now the 66 car is getting held up. Oh, here comes Chris Washer, goes to the outside. Betty Johnson follows him. And there's Cassie Spengler as well. Side by side, it is Momo Ikari together with Zachary Fitzwater. But this is the last lap, guys. And Yoshi Yamamoto in the number 75 car. In her first start, she's going to start from the front row. That is one impressive job by her. And I would say, Daniel, look at this guy. Look at this girl. Japanese girl. And who is going to take over the win over in the first qualifying race? She's going to win it over and be on the outside pole. Daniel, you got one heck of a race car driver over here. My goodness, what a race. And now I'm really curious, did Molly Black make it? And I would say, if she finishes, she makes it. And I'm not sure where she is. She just came off of pit road. I'm not sure how many laps she has lost. But I'm looking for her. Harry Hills is on pit road. Not sure if that was due to a problem in first. Is it? But I will take a quick look at that if it was true. Yeah, I think so. So Molly Black, there she is again. And I'm afraid she did not make it. That's such a heartbreaker. Such a heartbreaker for her. And she almost gets run into the wall over there. It's not official yet. It's not official yet. So we're waiting for things to be official. And yeah, now it's official. So Molly Black unfortunately did not make it. It was a great effort by her, but just too much damage, I think. So kudos to her getting back on track again, but unfortunately did not matter. Harry Hills and Molly Black both out. 2 teammates. Tough break for that team. However, Denise Steinauer and Debbie Myers are also both out. So Aapjes will have only one car in the show, and that will be the most important car, because that is the car who's 13 points. So I'm gonna put this over here. Ladies and gentlemen, Yoshi Yamamoto. I still cannot believe what she has done over here. And we had 2 Japanese drivers, first and second. The other one is Ami Yumi. Ladies and gentlemen, Ami Yumi is still to start in 4th position. And that is very important for her, as she's in close battle with Sonic Course and with Natalie Hills for the points battle. So we got last race, top 3, Ami Yumi starting in 4th, Sonic Course starting in 9th, and Natalie Hills starting in 31st. Gonna be a difficult task for her. And the points difference between the 1st and 3rd is only 3 points, so that's gonna be a tough one. Zachary Fitzwater in the number 59 car finishes in 3rd position. Great job by him. He is 5th in points. And where did Bassinis finish? Or was Bassinis? Yeah, 9th position, so that's not the best. But still, they are still there, so we'll see what they can do. Momo Ikari in the 14 car. Luckily for her, she did make it. We got Jay Pericles also going to make his first start. So 2 drivers who replaces other drivers make it. And both finish actually in the top 5, so both will be starting in the top 10. Great job by them. Chris Washer in the 47 car in 6th position. Great job by him. Betty Johnson in 7th, and in 8th position we got chaser Cassie Spengler. That's pretty decent. Bassinis in 9th position, and Robert Young in 10th. Of course, he's out of championship contention, but still. Noortje Smits finishes in 11th, and of course, it's a shame. Ray Takeda in the 08 car finishes in 12th. She needed to win, but now she's not gonna be in the chase for the championship, I would say. Just too far back, not enough points. She needed to win. Did not win, so out of championship contention. It's rate tackle means we'll have 16 cars who can still win the championship going into the main race. Henrietta Fitzwater in 53 car in 13th position. Then in 14th we got Catherine Young in the 10 car who's 6th in points. So it's gonna be a difficult job for her. Sam Young in the number 25 car in 15th. Jeff Levi in 16th. Then we got Diana Vasquez in 17th and 15th in points. It's gonna be really difficult, starting in 34th position. So Jason Sinclair in the 66 car in 18th. Then 19th would be Dylan Young. 20th Zach Sasser, and that's gonna be heartbreaking for him. 11th points, and 21st is James Pinter, 13th points. So ladies and gentlemen, that's the position. We're gonna take a quick look at the replays over here of the big crash. We took out some more cars. We saw cars flipping over. So we're gonna update the flip counter. Ladies and gentlemen, Yoshi Yamamoto will be your outside pole sitter, and we'll take you to the replays over here of what happened. We're back again. Let's take a look at what happened over here. And actually it was an incident which took place for a very long time. Just look for the best camera angle. Jane Pinter in the 6th car. He's gonna make contact with the 29 car of Jay Pericles. However, Jay is gonna save it, and Jane is not. So Jane Pinter bounces off of the apron, and then he gets clipped there by the 61 car. And look at this hit. Ouch, that's a hard hit. Zach Sasser and Jane Pinter, and now the 61 car goes onto the car, and then he gets hit by the 24 car, and Dylan Young flips over. Zach Sasser goes on his side. We see Dylan Young flipping over, and is the 61 car going to flip over him? I actually don't think so. So it seems like Dylan Young is the only one to go flipping over in this thing. Yeah, here we have another incident which involved around, 9 cars or something. I'm really curious what happened over there. I'm going to take a look at that in a few moments. But yeah, Ray Tackler was indeed also involved, so that's what happened to her. Oh my goodness, I completely missed it. So, Dylan Young full speed, and now look at this. We're just innocent bystander in this. Ouch. He flips over a couple of times, flips on pit road, hits the wall, just continues sliding, so just a shame. Gonna take a look at this. Also Catherine Young involved, and Sam Young as well. So that's 3 Youngs involved in this incident. And it all started with Catherine Young going sideways into Sam Young, and then also taps the 99 and the 77 car. 77 goes into her teammate. And of course, Denise Steinauer did not make it into the main race. Debbie Myers neither. They just slam into that inside wall. There also Henrietta Fitzwater comes sliding in. She did make it, so it's gonna make her, I think, gonna make her first start after 2 DNSs. And there's Jane Pinter and Zach Sasser, 2 chasers who had high hopes going into this final race. Unfortunately, it did not matter for them. Now the 15 car, I'm wondering if something else happened, but I cannot imagine something happened. Oh, something did happen. Okay, so I'm not crazy. Thank God. So, Harry Hills was doing pretty fine, and then Denise Steinauer for some reason decides to run into him. And that is pretty, honestly, a very stupid move by both Denise Steinauer, because it took both her and Harry Hills out of this main race. So, I would say if Harry Hills is pissed at Denise Steinauer, he would have all the right to. I'm not sure if something happened. I don't think so, actually. If something happened before that, I think it was just either pure frustration or just plain stupidity. Because, Harry Hills wasn't even nowhere near here. But I think it was just Denise being pissed that she did not make it into the main race. Because there is Harry Hills. And just drives by her first. And maybe Denise thought, well, if I take him out, I will still have a chance to make it into the main race. So I don't know what she was thinking. Just not a smart move. And there's your winner, actually. Oh, are we gonna? Oh, I'm gonna take one more onboard with 24 car just for fun. Dylan Young just to enter this last qualifying races ever in the Gulf Super Speedway Series. There we go, roof cam. Right behind Henriette Fitzwater, and that was actually a very hard hit for Jane Pinter and Zach Sush. We hope they're alright. Just stumbling over on pit road, backhand into the pit wall. Actually, the place is pretty similar to Indianapolis if you can look at it that way. So, ladies and gentlemen, we got over here Yashi Yamamoto, and she did win. And I should not, doesn't matter. Ladies and gentlemen, that was your last qualifying race over here. So, we are going to go to the main race with Aileen Saito and Yashi Yamamoto on the front row, and that's gonna be one heck of a main race because we will crown a champion. 16 drivers can still win this championship, so be sure to look at that video because that is gonna be the best race of the season. The most exciting race of the season will be up next week somewhere, I think. So, ladies and gentlemen, keep an eye out for that. And for now, I want to thank you for watching. And I will see you next time then with the Dascar Golf Super Speedway Series Season 5 2015 here on Sport 1.